Okay. Ooh. So today's video is 3 beginner scooter tricks that you all should learn. At least this is what most people learn first. So the first trick we're gonna do is tail whip. Second will be the bar spin. Third will be the 180. And then you could do a 360 if you want. We'll cover that too, but yeah. Let's just get right into it. Okay, so basically what y'all want to do is, if you're goofy like me, so you're right foot forward, because goofy's right foot forward, and then normal is left foot forward. I ride goofy. So if you're goofy and you ride right foot forward, I have my feet like kind of right near the back. I don't have a brake. It just helps if you have a brake so your foot doesn't run into the wheel and stop you. But I have your back foot all the way back here, and then I'd have it a little bit over the edge, maybe like an inch over the edge. And then this foot, your front foot, you kind of want it like halfway on the deck. You want it like either like fully on or not completely on, but like that, or you want it like halfway on, and it'll help you to flick the tail whip. Like, and then also what you want to learn is you want to learn this motion. Y'all can see that? One-handed. Basically, it's just turning your wrists, because that's what like 90% of the trick is. It's not even really your legs. You're just popping off with your feet, and then you're flicking, and then you're doing the rest with your hands and your arms. So you want to practice this motion, get that motion down, do it for a little bit, and then eventually you'll want to jump off, because you're not going to land it right away. You're probably going to be like, so basically what you're going to want to do is, if you've practiced both those motions, doing this, wow, and the flicking with your front foot, once you have those down, then what I want you to do is get on your scooter, put your feet in the same positioning, same exact positioning, roll forward, and then do like a little fast plant. Step off with your front foot or your back foot, either foot, and just do a real quick, just a little fast plant. And then eventually you're going to want to do it, you're going to want to speed it up. And then once you have it so fast, it's just going to be like it's going to be so quick. So eventually you have a tail whip. Oh, wow. Bad example. Whoa, don't take my advice. See? And then eventually your first tail whip will probably end up being like you're probably going to be landing on the deck. You're probably not going to be catching it yet, unless you're just really good already. But you're probably going to land like this, like at the same time as your deck. That's fine. Eventually you'll learn to like get enough pop, and you'll also learn, instead of just straight hopping tail whip, you can also bunny hop tail whip. So like, here's the straight hop one, and then hopefully my chain didn't just hit y'all. And then there's the bunny hop one, just like, oh my gosh, you just get a lot more height on it. It's kind of hard to do in place, but that is the first trick. All right, now that you got the tail whip down, we're moving on to the next trick, bar spin. So basically, you're going to want your feet almost in the same position as the tail whip, just you're not using your feet. You're going to have your back foot back here, except this time, you're not really going to want your front foot to be halfway on. You're not going to have as much control. I'd have it like completely on like the other one. And you can kind of really have it spaced however you want. Personal preference, I keep my feet like in the back, just like I do a tail whip. I keep my feet right here, and I have them a little angled. And then I learned how to bar spin fly out first, but we're talking about flat. So what I learned flat first is I also straight hop bar spin like that. But when I first learned bar spins, I actually learned them the wrong way. I'm pretty sure. Because I'm goofy. And I'm pretty sure you're supposed to, if you're goofy, pretty sure you do the bar spin with your right hand. I was doing it with my left hand. So whenever I do like truck drivers, it wouldn't look right. So if you can, try to learn the right way. Because like, then just tricks will end up eventually looking so much better if you learn it the right way. At least in my opinion. But each their own. But what I would say for tips, put your feet near the back. You kind of want your weight right above the bars. And you want to look at the bars the whole time. So if you're goofy, try doing this with your right hand. I want you to take your hand off. So take your left hand off. And then I want you to do like half a rotation. So we're right here. This hand's still off. You're going to take this hand, come underneath, grab it, take this hand off, and then this hand's going to go right back on. So let me do it a few more times, but slower. I'll do it from this view. Right hand, half rotation. Bring your hand over. And then just like that. Ooh. But yeah, just keep practicing that and then eventually speed it up. Just keep doing that. And the more you do that, the better you'll get at it. And then eventually. So that's bunny hop. That was bunny hop one. Straight hop bar spin would be like this. But eventually, once you like feel more comfortable and you've been doing bar spins for like a little bit of time, you'll figure out that you'll get more height, and it's just usually a little bit easier if you can eventually bunny hop bar spin. It just makes it kind of easier to do tricks and get over stuff and be able to do the trick, because you can't get as much height just straight hop bar spinning. Because like, look at this, like you can't. And then bunny hop bar spin, like I got so much higher on that. It'll help you clear stuff and just overall help your riding if you can just learn how to do tricks with bunny hop instead of straight hop. Okay, let me get a few examples for you guys. Both ways. Okay, next trick. The third trick. I don't know what that was. The third trick, we're on to 180. That's what it was. Okay. So assuming you already know how to bunny hop, because we were just doing tail whip and bar spin, assuming you know how to bunny hop, you're just going to pull up. I want you to pull up on your bars really hard. Like, give me a real hard tug, just real quick. Real hard tug. And then what I want you to do is give me like a nice high bunny hop. Bunny hop. And then if you already have the bunny hop down, you can tug really hard. You're going to start to look over your shoulder. So if you're goofy, you look to your left. If you're normal, you look to your right. I'll try regular. I don't ride regular, but I'll try my best. Oh my God, yeah, that ain't happening. But goofy, spin to the left. I want you to keep your head rotated the whole time. Like a very common mistake people make when they're first starting to learn 180s is they just want to get the trick done and over with. They're not like, oh, let me try to land this trick. They're just like, oh my God, I'm scared. I want it done and over with. That's not how you want to do the trick. What you want to do, keep your head turned the entire time and pull really hard. Your first few 180s will probably be 90s. They'll probably look like, and like, but eventually, if you're keeping your head turned and you can hop high enough, it's going to end up looking like this. Going from the side. I'll give you like one more. Go the other way. Okay, last trick. 360. It's the same thing as the 180. You just need to jump a little bit higher. This is just a little bit, maybe this is teensy bit above beginner, but like you should like start learning 360s while you're like still kind of in the beginner category. But you just need to jump a tiny bit higher. Like I said with the 180, just keep that head turn. Because if you don't keep that head turn, you're not going to land a 360. It's just going to look like this. And you're going to get like a 270. Just like watch my head. Watch. I won't keep my head turn. Ready? It throws you all out of balance. And you just can't do it. Where if you keep your head turned, then you're going to keep spinning. And you'll spot your landing. Watch this. Ready? I kept my head turned and I spot my landing. Perfect in line two. Ready? And then, if you really want to, I can combine a few of the tricks. Get a little 180 bar. Cab whip. Just start combining them. Start combining the tricks. Once you start progressing, you start getting better, start putting the tricks together. Make it fun. Like a little, do a little line. I'm getting tired. I need to go eat. Go back to my girlfriend. I'll see you guys later. I'll see you all in the next one.